Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
36. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Check. 59.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
On third down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
53 is the line. Target. Slam.
They run. Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's hard to know who's more dynamic between quarterback Lamar Jackson and that man Hollywood Brown. But they're just going to try to get the ball in Brown's hands early and often like they did there and see what he can produce. So many folks in Baltimore excited about this young pup, and for good reason. The rookie first-rounder out of Oklahoma is explosive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give running right is Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. From the 16, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Woods, the intended receiver. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 48 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, 59. He's tired of me.
Value 3. Hey, Haywood.
Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Nice big gain there from Mark. Two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Orange.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ric Flair.
On 3rd down, Akers. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hey, how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Value 3.
Watch twist.
Pour down.
They go again with Cannon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cal. Hold on. Check. 5. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Jackson now. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
20, value 3, value 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Play action. It's Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Hey, Delta, don't get nervous.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Goff.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Chubb, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now it's Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. A toss play to Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a give, right side. Akers, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check, ready. AT data. Right there. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 49, check 43. Spawn. No.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Shit. Switch. Check hot.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Check tight.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go now. Let's the outlaw. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. He's checking.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Zip it. Overlook, hold. Chung, boom. Check 3. Kill, kill. Grab it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Go, go. I got it. Put it right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, Mike. Double dog, that's the way. Kill. What? Go.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Well, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
52. And let's get that ball.
Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. Bang, 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 bang. Eyes up.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They can't hang with us. Come on. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Let's go. 53. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let it go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No. Switch. Check nickel. Whip.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across.